One last question over here. You did mention DocuSign as
Mhm.
well, which is we track DocuSign and Adobe Sign and then Box and Dropbox are offerings, and DocuSign's just been obviously around forever, and
Sure.
it's it looks like the score's coming down, but it's just what it is it's very entrenched and mature, and people aren't spending more on it necessarily, but people are spending on it, and it's not going anywhere. And I guess just curious, is that just you've had DocuSign forever, so
We,
that's what you got first, or did you ever explore any alternatives there?
so when we got DocuSign, it was quite a few years ago, probably 8 years ago, and we have actually expanded our use of DocuSign as we've created, more online, signed documents, certified documents, and things like that. As we've increased our e-commerce presence, we've increased our DocuSign usage
Sure.
and spend, of course. And so we're currently, looking at DocuSign. Do we stay with it? Do we move to something less expensive? Unfortunately, it seems like most of the spend out there is pretty similar to DocuSign. They're not really the highest in the market, but they're also not the lowest. But there's not as much of a delta there, or a gap,
Sure, and you
as
can
what we'd
trust
like.
them, and they can do everything you need them to do. So
Correct.
maybe why do that? I know Adobe Sign people will mention a lot. They'll throw it on when they have the whole like Creative Suite bundle,
Mhm.
just because it's quote unquote free. But yeah, otherwise, that's interesting. Yeah, because Box Sign over here and Dropbox Sign
Stays over there.
with formerly HelloSign, they just haven't caught on in our work. Which again, it's not to say people aren't using them, but it's very much it's kind of a sticky tool, like you said. You try to leave, you could save some money, but if it's not that much of a difference, it might be more of a headache than it's worth to try to
Right.
figure out where to pull it out and all that.
Yep. I
All
would
right,
agree with all that.
very interesting.